Saturday. After China Beach. Don't move. A special vision. A secret life.
You think I look like Laura?
A one-armed man and a two-timing wife. Something for everyone at Twin Peaks Saturday.
Ahead on Eyewitness News, this may look like the state fair, but it's not. It's a festival to celebrate the inner city. We'll show you parts of it in just a moment.
Native Americans meet on the land they once owned to celebrate their heritage. And we'll tell you why sound technicians are trying to make these school windows rattle. Plus, we will have the Labor Day weather forecast for you. Eyewitness News coming up next.
We've all thought about getting back in shape, but most of us failed. Finally, an answer. Forearms. An upper body machine so unique in its patented design, we guarantee it can replace equipment costing hundreds of dollars. No other single device can reach and develop muscles like it. Clinically tested by nationally recognized sports physiologist Dr. Forrest Dolgener, men and women athletes in 14 different sports have acquired a superior competitive edge. Still others are using forearms to firm flabby arms, sagging bust lines, and overall muscle tone. No tricks, no gimmicks. You can honestly increase your upper body strength an average of 26% in just 30 days. Forearms comes complete with a 30-minute training tape, an illustrated wall chart, and a money-back guarantee, all for just $19.95 plus shipping and handling. Forearms, an exercise solution designed for you. Call 1-800-544-3300. Have your Visa or MasterCard ready. 1-800-544-3300. Call now and achieve what you never could before.
Instantaneous lottery numbers tonight at 9:59.
This is Minnesota's News Channel, Channel 5. Now, live from your 24-hour news station, this is Eyewitness News.
They are here from all parts of the United States to celebrate a heritage stretching back thousands of years and a movement born in Minneapolis. Good evening, everyone. I'm Stan Turner. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. The American Indian movement, AIM, began 22 years ago, and to mark the occasion, 50 tribes are gathering at Fort Snelling State Park. Lauren Green says they're celebrating their culture with 3 days of exhibits and powwows. And Lauren joins us live now to tell us more about it. Lauren?
Well, good evening, Stan. You can see behind me, she's doing what's called a hoop dance, and you can hear the Indian drums behind me. Now, this land was Indian land long before the Europeans settled here, and over the years it became a battlefield where the cultures clashed. But this weekend is a time for the Indians to share their culture. Fort Snelling State Park is sacred land to the Indians. The grand entrance of the powwow pays tribute to the circle, the earth.
We are people of the earth, and so we recognize and honor the circle and the earth. Everything to us is represented by the circle.
Ted Means is part of the American Indian movement and helped in the renaissance of the Indian culture, something Kim McCarty is happy about for the sake of her daughter Sarah's future.
I grew up in, suburban Brooklyn Center, and I was brought up not knowing anything about my culture. And it's just in the past few years I've come to powwows and talked to elders and to other powwow goers, and I've learned a lot.
Today's celebration of Indian culture invites all to join in. Instead of seeing the clashes over treaty rights, people who've come to the powwow view the creative and spiritual side of the American Indian movement.
People more and more today are understanding that for us to lose that culture, for us to lose the drum, to lose the language, to lose the songs, we would be lost as a people.
Now, Stan, their powwows are again tonight at 7. They're sort of warming up for that right now. There's also more over the weekend tomorrow. There are powwows at 1 o'clock and 7 o'clock, and on Labor Day at 1 o'clock. Stan?
And Lauren, all of it going on right where you are there at Fort Snelling State Park.
All going on at Fort Snelling State Park. You can see a lot of people around here already.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Lauren. In other news, this Saturday, the state Supreme Court says a landlord who refuses to rent to an unmarried couple is within his rights. In a 4-3 decision, the High Court has ruled that Lael French of Marshall did not discriminate when he refused to rent to a woman and her fiancé. French says he made the decision on religious grounds because he believes premarital sex is sinful. The court says as long as there's a statute outlawing fornication on the state's law books, French's action is lawful. A Stillwater prison inmate accused of hijacking an ambulance faces new charges this evening. Police say 31-year-old Clyde Thompson will be charged with kidnapping, aggravated assault, and attempted escape. About 15 police and state patrol cars joined the chase last night after Thompson allegedly used a fake gun to hijack the ambulance. They caught the suspect at the Hennepin Avenue exit off I-94. Authorities were taking Thompson to the hospital to treat him for a stab wound. Apparently, Thompson stabbed himself at the prison, then hid the fake gun in his pants. Right now, he is hospitalized at St. Paul Ramsey Hospital. The incident is similar to others in which inmates overpowered their unarmed guards. For example, Willie Johnson and Larry Hill escaped from 2 Minneapolis guards in March of 1989 during an eye checkup. While on the loose, they took a woman and her daughter hostage in the woman's Apple Valley home. And Randy Hellam got away from 2 unarmed Minneapolis workhouse guards in August of 1989. He was convicted of shooting a man in a Roseville bar while on the run. Well, President Bush is putting the Middle East on the agenda when he meets with Soviet leader Gorbachev next Sunday. Bush confirmed the summit meeting this afternoon, but he emphasizes discussions will not be limited to the Persian Gulf crisis.
We have many matters to discuss. There is no special agenda relating to the Middle East. Nobody's doing any negotiating or anything of that nature.
Bush says that he and Gorbachev have been planning this meeting for some time. They'll meet in Helsinki, Finland. Minnesota Senator Dave Durenberger is in the Middle East tonight, part of President Bush's congressional delegation. Durenberger and 13 other senators are in Saudi Arabia this weekend to review military operations. They'll be visiting 4 other countries, including Egypt. The delegation will help lawmakers back home become better informed on military operations in the Mideast. And here are some other late developments out of the Gulf region on this, the 31st day of the Mideast crisis. Several hundred American and British women and children are flying home from Iraq tonight. The plane load of people was delayed for hours at the Baghdad airport, waiting for the Reverend Jesse Jackson. He was planning to bring 6 Americans out of Kuwait, but there's no word yet if they made the flight. There's evidence the embargo against Iraq is working. Food rationing has begun in Baghdad. Fresh fruit and vegetables are still available, but only babies are allowed powdered milk. And living conditions are getting more difficult for American diplomats at the U.S. Embassy in Kuwait City. They are sleeping outside to avoid the heat, since their air conditioning and electricity were turned off last week, and some of their food is now spoiling. A St. Louis County judge is denying Karen Thompson guardianship of her lover, Sharon Kowalski. Kowalski, seen here in a home video, suffered brain damage after a car accident in 1983. Since then, Karen Thompson has been fighting for custody of her friend. Kowalski's parents asked the judge to deny the request and say they don't believe their daughter had a lesbian relationship with Thompson. Although Thompson's request has been denied, her battle will continue. Another hearing has been scheduled for October. The contract, the one between the Hormel Company and its workers, expires at midnight, but both parties are agreeing to extend it. Managers and the Meatpackers Union plan to continue negotiations next week. The talks are the first since Hormel and the union settled a bitter strike at the company's Austin plant in the mid-1980s. When kids hit the books this fall at the Resurrection School in Minneapolis, classes will be much, much quieter thanks to these new windows put in to keep airport noise out. This afternoon, crews hoisted speakers simulating the sounds of airplanes near the windows. Inside the building, noise levels were checked, and so far, anyway, the tests are meeting the Metropolitan Airport Commission's standards. Well, just ahead on Eyewitness News, feeling fine in North Minneapolis. On a warm Saturday, a block party is the perfect place to be.
All right, show us what you got. Step in there now. Let's go. Knock it out.
Get into a new place. Highway. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Fight the right thing. Come on and do some highway. Get into a new thing.
10 for 10. You finally found a speed you could handle.
Highway. Fried Chicken.
Spicy, zesty hot wings. New from Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Stock with dirty whites. Don't reach for the bleach. Put it back on the shelf. Cause this detergent white ends all by itself. Power bleach whitening in just one box. Don't
It-All has a powerful green bleaching system that gets socks this dirty brilliantly white and still loves colors.
Don't reach for the bleach. Grab a box of the It-All.
Hyundai's Drive for a Million clearance is on because Hyundai is about to sell its 1 millionth car. Buy a new Excel now, and you could qualify for special 1% APR financing. That's right, just 1%. Or you can elect to receive up to $1,250 factory cash back on new Excels. And either way you go, special factory-to-dealer incentives could save you even more. Right now, during the Drive for a Million clearance at your Hyundai dealer. Test drive a new Excel and save big at your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hurry.
I just had an accident. I'm okay. But I don't think the car's ever going to look the same again.
Is everything okay?
No, it's not okay. It's perfect.
Members of St. Joan of Arc Church in Minneapolis may have displeased church leaders, but they will not be punished for it. Reports today say Archbishop John Roach is sending a letter to church parishioners telling them he will take no action against them. The church angered the Archdiocese August the 12th when a visiting priest and 3 women celebrated Sunday Mass. Catholic law allows only priests to celebrate Mass. In North Minneapolis, a portion of Plymouth Avenue has been closed off to traffic, but it's open to anyone who wants to help celebrate the inner city. As Lou Harvin explains, it's giving residents at least one day to kick back and have some fun.
Some call this a block party, others call it a celebration, but the purpose is all the same. Everybody you see is here to focus on the good things that go on in North Minneapolis and other parts of the inner city. There are a lot of vendors here, people who are trying to get their businesses off the ground. Gerald Brown gets a chance to sell some of the artwork that he buys from artists around the country.
I'm the broker. I do the framing. And I can probably get any ethnic print that's around, and it's a black theme of some sort.
Otiendo Jaramogi of Kenya is a student at the U of M. Today, he's selling some of his African merchandise. Sheila Shell is a community organizer. She's here to keep the word out that crack and other drugs are useless.
We need them to know is that if you feel that you need some help and there's a problem with you with a culture-specific program, call us at Turning Point. Maybe we can help you.
This is the 4th year the Urban League has sponsored the celebration. They hope to keep it going for several more years.
It was an idea created by Urban League staff as a way of giving something back to the community. Also, we've seen it as a way of bringing together multicultural ethnic communities and non-ethnic communities to a day of fun, festivities, and music.
7, no, this is the 8C. My mind's the waves and I'm the breeze going through you like a screen, a force unseen. Do you know what I mean? So you think
I used to dance like that. The show's not over. They've got plenty of entertainment left for tonight, and they go until about 10 o'clock this evening.
Why don't you do a couple steps for us, Lou, okay? Not right now. Okay, thanks, Lou. Well, if you walked by the Children's Theater at the State Fair this afternoon, you might have heard some strange sounds. Kids 15 and under demonstrated their skills in martial arts for the fairgoers. And by the way, our own Phil Schwartz is next with a high kicking forecast live from the State Fair.
Having trouble getting all your dishwasher liquid out of the bottle? Now there's new Cascade Liquid Gel. It comes out of the bottle like it should. First time, every time. New Cascade Liquid Gel for virtually spotless dishes.
Finally, a perspective on how it really feels to do cocaine. From the inside.
3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and
forgot to add the fabric softener.
If only she knew about Solo. You can't forget the softener in Solo, because Solo is detergent and fabric softener in one. Solo gives you a clean so soft, it's actually fluffed up higher with softness.
No, don't you feel good?
Next time, get Solo. It cleans with a softness you can't forget.
Who could ask for anything more?
Ask him if it has a 5-speed transmission like Isuzu.
Does it have a 5-speed transmission?
Well, I'm going to check on that.
Ask him if it has a bigger payload than Isuzu.
Ignore him?
Or better mileage.
Does it?
Not exactly. No!
Ask him why it costs hundreds more than Isuzu.
Now, generous factory cash could mean big savings on a pickup during Isuzu's sale into the 90s.
This summer is filled with magic on Good Company.
On our next show, how parents can tell if their children are making friends in school.
Plus, we'll tell you about a new test for pregnant women that replaces amniocentesis.
And what to do in pet emergencies.
Our good buddy Phil Schwartz has been begging all week to go to the state fair. Well, we finally let him. We gave him a map, we gave him a ticket, we gave him $2 spending money, and folks, there he is out there having the time of his life, Phil. Huh?
Thanks, Dan.
Bring some change back.
You know what? With those $2, I'm going to bring you at least one pronto pup. Just
you
to
are
show
a friend.
My appreciation, the pull that you gave me to get those $2. I appreciate it, Stan.
You're welcome.
Stan, these are just a few folks out here tonight. It's a gorgeous evening. Still a little bit warm, but it could be a lot hotter than this, and the humidity level is quite low now. Let's go meet some of our friends out here. We got a few folks. What's your name right down here?
Corey.
Corey. Now, Corey, where's your little football player? You had a football player in your hands.
Yeah, I was back there.
You want to play football someday, don't you?
Yep.
What position?
Vikings.
Ooh, he wants to play for the Vikings. Let's go down here. I know who these two are. This is Jessica and Trissa. How you guys doing?
Good. Good.
What's your favorite thing out here?
This and the haunted house.
The haunted house. Is the haunted house scary? I hear it's pretty scary out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
1 to 10, how scary is it?
If one's the scariest.
One's the scariest?
About 1 or 2.
1 or 2. Ooh, scary. Let's go back here. This is little Kayla down here. Can you all see Kayla? How you doing, Kayla? Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi, Kayla. What do you like the most out here?
On the Ferris wheel.
The Ferris wheel. Kayla went on the big Ferris wheel, not the little wimpy one, the big one. You know, I was a little scared on that. Did you get scared on that at all? She's a brave little girl. But these are just a few of the folks you can see. Is everyone having a good time so far? Yeah. Obviously, people are having a pretty good time. It looks like the weather will cooperate tomorrow, but Labor Day, may be a different story. Right now on radar, we actually do have a few showers showing up. Those showers well to the south of the metro, down around Albert Lee and Austin, heading towards Rochester. These are not the showers that will get in here. Those showers will stay well to the south of the metro, but more showers and thunderstorms are possible as we head into tomorrow night. Currently outside, we have plenty of sunshine, a very warm 88 degrees. You can feel it when you stand in the sunshine here. Dew point 51, that gives us a very low relative humidity of 31%, light northwest winds, and the pressure holding steady. High temperature today, well, we got up to 88, low 63. You can see that's well above average. Normally, we only have an average high of 76, and the days are getting shorter. The sun will rise tomorrow morning at 6:36. Looking back, first of all, at August, look at the rainfall amounts. The airport saw less than 2 inches, and that's well below normal, nearly 2 inches below normal. However, many areas saw a lot more rain than that, and for the year, we are still well above normal, nearly 8.5 inches above normal, and we could be adding to that amount as we head into tomorrow night. But if you have any plans like the State Fair for tomorrow, looks pretty good. On tomorrow's surface map, you see that warm front down to our southwest? Well, it's going to stay there for much of the day, so expect kind of a day like today. Highs in the 80s, plenty of sunshine. Then the clouds start to get in here. Some of that moisture across the Dakotas moves to the northeast, and we could see some showers and thunderstorms by tomorrow night. Our forecast, though, for tonight, an ideal night to get out to the fair. Mostly clear skies, mild conditions. The Beach Boys will be playing later. Temperatures will be just beautiful. Lows by morning 60 to 65. Then we start the day tomorrow with plenty of sunshine and a temperature of 70 degrees. Mostly sunny during the day tomorrow. Very warm, high temperatures 84 to 89, and humidity's really not all that bad. Tomorrow night, that's when the clouds really roll in here. A thunderstorm develops probably later at night, 65 to 70 for a low. And then on Labor Day, some showers and thunderstorms are quite possible. Still warm, not an all-day rain on Labor Day. with high temperatures 80 to 85. Extended forecast, it gets hot. And I do mean hot. High temperatures up around 90 degrees through the period with a chance of thunderstorms on Thursday. So overall, I think it's a pretty good forecast. Labor Day may be a little bit shaky, but who can complain with a day like this? Was the weather okay today? Pretty good. Little hot, but we can't complain about the heat. Not this time of year. 88 today, and about the same for tomorrow, Stan.
All right, Phil. Listen, Phil, I'll be out the Channel 5 building at the State Fair about 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock.
So the change you have left over from the $2 we gave you can give it to me then, okay?
You don't want a Pronto Pop?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, one will be waiting.
Don't throw all that $2 away, though, okay?
Okay.
All right, pal. See you later.
Bye-bye.
As you might have noticed, my partner, Kirsten Lindquist, is not here this weekend. She's on vacation, but earlier this week, Kirsten announced she is leaving Channel 5. Kirsten has always been an important member of our staff, and all of us here at Eyewitness News wish her the very best. Up next in sports, the college football season had its first full slate of games on the gridiron, and the teen tennis sensation makes her way up the ladder at the U.S. Open. Lisa Molosky makes her way right in here with the details for you next.
There's more than one way to keep your TV and VCR remotes together. The best is with a Gemini controller. It gives you both for the price of one. Builder Square, the warehouse with everything for your house. Save on Glidden Expert Designer low luster interior paints. Perfect for the little jobs or the big jobs. Builder Square, the warehouse with everything for your house.
His arrival in Minnesota has been heralded as
Check,
an
you've been informed he's about to make an appearance.
That's Gordy! I have great news about a Blue Cross product I introduced here 6 years ago. A leading consumer information organization rated the Aware Gold individual plan #1 overall in benefits, coverage, and costs. First in the nation and the standard for the future.
During Hyundai's Drive for a Million clearance, your Hyundai dealer can hardly wait to sell the 1 millionth Hyundai. He's got deals like this versatile, fun-to-drive Excel 3-door, complete with an electronically controlled 4-speed automatic transmission, AM/FM stereo cassette, rapid cooling air conditioning, and 36-month, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty for just $74.99. But hurry, deals like these tend to disappear fast. For a free brochure in the Hyundai dealer nearest you, call 1-800-826-CARS.
Live with Regis and Kathy Lee. It's friendly.
Hi, everybody.
It's feisty. It's moving. It's grooving. It's fun. And it's got international flair.
Así, laca, cacolita.
And on the next Live, it's time for our annual predictions from psychic Howard Shelton. And what's this? The staff of Live in pajamas? Is that what really goes on behind the scenes?
See Regis and Kathy Lee, Monday afternoon at 4 here on Channel 5.
Lisa, my opinion is the Vikings went a long way in their game last night and kind of renewing fan confidence in the club. They look pretty good out there.
They did look pretty good, yeah. So far, so good. This far in the season.
Starts for real, though, doesn't it?
That's right, next week, next week. Well, the Vikings finished up the 1990 preseason in pretty good fashion last night, beating Miami and winding up with a 3-1 record. The quarterback controversy is over, at least for now. Wade looked pretty good in the first half, and when the Vikes open in Kansas City next week, he'll be the guy in charge of the offense. It was a little scary for Jerry Burns in the early going, though. Wade had this pass picked off by Tim McKyer, and he took it down to the Minnesota 1-yard line, setting up a Miami touchdown. But Wilson shook that off, and then he went to work, hitting Herschel Walker here out of the backfield for this 9-yard score. Hopefully, that's a twosome we'll see a lot of this year. That made the score 7-0. A couple minutes later, Wade went to the air again, this time to one of the few healthy receivers, Leo Lewis. That broke the tie and gave the Vikings a lead they would never give up. In fact, the offense got so charged up in the second quarter, they drained the power in Joe Robbie Stadium. Actually, the power went out in the stadium and for the Dolphins. A rookie trying to gain a roster spot, still out. A rookie trying to gain a roster spot may have sealed his chances. Hometown hero Cedric Smith ran for a team-high 76 yards and that touchdown. That sealed the win for the Vikes, 2017, the final. Well, the U.S. Open continued today, and top seed Steffi Graf struggled but survived. Graf took the first set 6-4, but was broken twice and dropped the second 6-3. She came alive in the third and won it 6-1. On the men's side, meanwhile, another seeded player was bounced today. Darren Cahill of Australia stormed from 2 sets down to defeat 15 seed Goran Ivanisevic of Yugoslavia. 4-6, 4-6, 6-2, 7-6, 6-0. What a comeback. Back to the women now. Steffi Graf will face this American next. 14-year-old wonder Jennifer Capriati. She cruised past Maria Strandland of Sweden 6-1, 6-4 this afternoon. Last weekend, Graf needed 3 sets to defeat Capriati, and Jennifer says this time around she thinks she's ready to win.
I think I know how to play her better, and I have a better feel for her, and I'm just going to, you know, correct some of the things that I made mistakes on the last match and just hope I play well.
The Minnesota Twins will try to get back on track tonight against Detroit. Last night they got shelled 12-6. The second game of the series gets underway in about a half an hour. Alan Anderson will go for the Twins, while Detroit will counter with rookie Randy Nosek. We'll have highlights for you tonight at 10. Well, the Boston Red Sox continue their domination in the AL East, winning their 9th straight today at Fenway. The victims, the New York Yankees. The Twins could identify with this one. Watch the grounder past the infield. It goes to the wall, and Jesse Barfield can't come up with it. Mike Greenwell has a bases-loaded inside-the-park home run, the second inside-the-park grand slam in the majors this week. Boston all over New York, 15-1. In the National League, speaking of division leaders, the NL West leaders battled the Chicago Cubs. Eric Davis, 3 hits today. The biggie, this home run in the second as the Reds stay hot, 8-1. The Giants, who trailed the Reds by 8.5 games in the West, were also in action this afternoon. They faced the New York Mets, who've been fighting to regain the lead in the East. Former Twin Tommy Herr homered in his Mets debut. Mets move into a tie with the Pirates, who play later tonight. 6-5, the final. And it was like father, like son last night in Seattle. For the first time in baseball history, a father played next to his son. Ken Griffey Sr. singled in his first at-bat last night. Next up, his son Ken Jr., who promptly lined a single. Also baseball history. Seattle beats KC 5-2 as Dad and Jr. both contribute and hope to keep it up the rest of the season.
You know, it's going to be tough on us, but I think that once we get between the lines, we know what we have to do, and we'll both settle down. We'll start playing baseball.
It was actually, it seemed like a father and son game. It was a little different. It seemed like we were just in the backyard just playing catch. The only difference is we're playing.
Well, it has to be tough to start a football season in Hawaii. Imagine, the sun, surf, sand. Well, that's exactly what poor Texas A&M had to do today. The Aggies opened their season against the Rainbows this afternoon, but it was Hawaii's defense that said aloha. Robert Wilson goes up the gut untouched for the 10-yard touchdown. The 13th-ranked Aggies are ahead 28-13 in the fourth quarter right now. And that'll do it for sports. Nice story, wasn't it, the Griffey?
Beautiful, beautiful. Just like playing in the backyard.
That's right.
Thank you. Okay, Little Deuce Coupe, Surfer Girl, and Help Me Rhonda. All big hits from the, you know, the Beach Boys. The group's at State Fair this weekend, spreading good vibrations. If you missed this performance, don't worry. The group takes the grandstand tonight at 8 o'clock, and we'll have more news for you in just a minute.
Pound for pound, dollar for dollar, week after week, Weight Watchers helps you lose weight the sure, safe, and sensible way.
Why take unnecessary chances, especially when it comes to losing weight? You want something that will take the weight off and keep it off. So look around, ask questions, compare. You'll find that Weight Watchers helps you lose weight the sure, safe, and sensible way. And that's a promise.
Right now, you can join for only $9, so call Weight Watchers today.
Minnesota's new decade. It demands a new governor, John Grunset. He's successful, a businessman, working to create more jobs, not more taxes. John Grunset. He'll fight criminals with tougher sentencing. John Grunset, endorsed by Rudy Boschwitz and the Republican Party as the best for governor.
This could be the best decade ever.
New leadership, new solutions. John Grunset, a great governor for a change.
A rich hunt scene framed in classic gold, a striking abstract in a contemporary frame, or a beautiful landscape set in solid oak. This Sunday and Monday only at Collector's Art's first spectacular showing of the new season. You can buy our gallery oil paintings at prices you've never dreamed possible. Plus over 2,000 paintings like you see here to be sold out for $39 or less. $39! Incredible! Don't miss Collector's Art. This Sunday and Monday only, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in Bloomington at the Marriott, in Roseville at the Holiday Inn, St. Paul North, and in St. Cloud at the Sunwood Inn.
Hello, I'm Angela Storr. It's been a while since I was a scout like these Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, but I still remember how much fun it was to try new activities with friends. And I know that the skills and the confidence I gained have made a lasting impact on my life. Children learn they can do just about anything in scouting. Find out how your child will benefit by joining with other parents at recruitment night. It's September 13th for the Cub Scouts and September 18th for the Girl Scouts. Call these numbers for more information.
Talk about your big money. Tonight's Lotto America jackpot is a whopping $20 million, and we'll have the numbers that could win some lucky person all that cash. It'll happen right here as they are drawn at 9:59. Also tonight, the latest on the Mideast crisis, including Reverend Jesse Jackson's meeting with Iraq's Saddam Hussein. That meeting may win the release of 6 more Americans, so please join us for details on Eyewitness News tonight at 10 o'clock. Finally this evening, one of our favorite bands also makes a big hit with the kids at the State Fair. It is the Teddy Bear Band, folks. We'll take a moment to enjoy them as we say goodnight. We'll see you at 10. Bye-bye.
This is the plaintiff, Stephen Hipp, and his wife, Christina. He contends that early one morning as he was leaving for work, the defendant's 30-foot motorhome suddenly came straight at him, crushing a tree and flattening his chain